Hi, my name is Katie, and on the background there is Nora. Welcome to Dragon Mom Diaries. Walking on the streets is seen as the bare minimum for dog ownership, but with a working dog, especially one like a Dutch Shepherd, the reality is very different. So this video is about the side that people don't usually talk about. Sweetie, oh, look at her. She wants to play with me, don't you? Oh my god, you're the cutest. You're the cutest. Yata. Shh. Puppy. Puppy. Aste. Yeah. Yata. Ri. Tule. Tule. Ei. 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 Tule. Ja väga ruttu. Ei. Vaata. Hästi. Vaata. Hästi. Väga super. Jätä. Lämä. Lämä. Hästi. Jätä. Tule ära sealt. There was a ball, like a little children are playing the ball, and she got very interested of that ball. Jätä. Jätä. Ri. Jätä. 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 Voit sä jätä sulle? So, absolutely, one of the reasons why I don't walk on the streets with her is because as soon as I'm taking her out, she thinks that we're jätä. Super tubli! Ai kui hästi! Ringiga! Jaa! Ai kui tubli! So she thinks that immediately she has to do some work. And that is a very normal behavior. That's not an issue because working dogs are meant to and are bred to work. So in their mind, as soon as you are going to interact with them, they think that, well, we are going to take some action or we are definitely going to do some work today. And what happens with new working dog owners is that when they are going to the parks or walking on the streets with their working dog, they really get disappointed because they're not meant for walking on the streets actually. Because if you go walk on the streets and basically the only command you give is like a leash or stay with me or heel or something like that, and this is very boring because you are doing the very same thing for a very long period of time. And but these dogs need stimulation, like constant stimulation, constant analyzing. And when they start analyzing the surroundings, without you guiding them, it's going to be a catastrophe. And today I want to show you why I'm not going to walk on the streets, or why I am usually not walking on the streets with my Dutch Shepherd. Istu! Tupli! Wat nee! Sehän hästi, yeah! So even if you were walking on the streets, you have to give her some commands and some work, so they would calm down. Because if they're constantly analyzing the environment, which is like very hardly stimulating them, they're going to burn out, and finally they're just not gonna listen any of your commands. Tuple. So once in a while I'm just going to like stop her. I'm still giving the command leash, and once in a while I'm asking her to come next to me, and this is also part of the work. But most of the time, I stay to be quiet. When she's calm and she's able to walk normally, not like too much pulling, then I can let her walk and just discover the surroundings. Tule, which means that she has to Yata! Tule! Istu! And that's why I really don't like to go on the streets, because I have to always remind myself to her that I'm here, you have to listen to me, not like be crazy about the surroundings. But if I'm going to work with her, for example, if I'm going to do some obedience, then she will focus like pretty well, but without work, no. Doobly! So every time she looks at me or is engaged to me, I praise her with my words, or I have some treats in my pocket. Also I give some treats. So yeah, if the working dog is anxious or has a lot of arousal about the surroundings, then what matters the most is how much she can rely on you. Jätta. Tule rasa. Jaa! Ai kui super! Tubli! Super! Jaa! 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 Vaat. Yes! Kui kohe, väga hästi! Jaa! So it's totally another story when I'm putting her in the work mode. Lama! Vaba, super, väga hästi! So, if you have the opportunity to do some exercises once in a while while you are walking on the streets, then it is very necessary to give them some work. Yeah, tubli. An. Hästi. Nii. And yeah. Yes, tubli. And usually when I go to the streets, I go only with the purpose to neutralize her more to the surroundings. For example, if we are going to the competitions, there might be a lot of distractions. So I need her to be quite neutral about the surroundings when we are going to the competitions. And training in the city center or near some shopping mall would be very good. And I also do that once in a while. But yeah, I don't go walk on the streets because for me, I tell you honestly, it's a torture. And this is not like a relaxing walk to me because as you see, I always have to remind her that I'm here. Ja, dupli! Ja, dupli! And she still has to be engaged with me. I mean, she is well socialized since she was a puppy. I took her like everywhere, basically everywhere. Yata! That was something, I don't know, in that bag. She wanted to eat it. So yeah, sometimes you have to be like pretty angry with your commands. Yata. Especially if you find that your dog is like going to or wants to eat something which might be dangerous. So of course you are going to stop your dog, right? Nora, hey, hey, puppy. Ay, good play. So again, I can see that this is too much for her. I see. So I have to get her to be connected with me again. Puppy. Super! Ay, good play. And the treats. So please don't go on the streets without the treats. Yata. Puppy. Yeah, super. Super. Tänan. Nii. Super tule. Istu. Istu. Okei. Oota. Istu. Väga hästi. Jätta. Jätta. Hästi, super tüdruk. Jaa. Nurra. Super hästi. Lähme. Tule. Ai kui tubli. Väga hästi, super. Vaatab. Ei, vaatab. Väga hästi, ai kui super tubli, aga. Opi. Super, jai, dit is super. Ja, ja, Dorinda, ai kui tubli. Dorinda, ai kui super. Super. Nii, hästi. Like eventually she's calming down and not like Yata, ei, Yata. And eventually she's like more calm, not pulling so much from the leash. So every dog is not made to do everything like possible. This dog has leisure time only when we are at home. And she already has learned that when we go home, the only work she can do is cuddles, hugs, lots of petting, but nothing else. Väga super tubli! Väga tubli! Väga tubli, hästi hea tüdruk. Super, väga tubli. And yeah, why like walking on the streets is not necessary for me is that, you know, I have taught her to perform on the competitions, not on the street. And these two things are actually very different things. Puppy! Puppy! Tupli! Hästi! Ai! Väike rõõmuroll, tupikuväär. Oota. Hästi. So if you want your dog to perform well on the streets and wouldn't cause you any embarrassment with walking or being just like a caffeinated high drive genius, then yeah, you shouldn't get a Dutch Shepherd or a high drive working dog. For us, the balance always doesn't include street walks. This doesn't mean that my dog is missing out something. It means that I am choosing activities where she can succeed and be regulated. If you have ever questioned your choices because they don't fit the norm, I hope this video reminds you that thoughtful handling means a lot of more than just appearances.